On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Humiliate.
To cause someone to feel ashamed, embarrassed, or degraded, especially in public or through revealing personal information.
Examples:
Humiliate him publicly. Humiliate the heckler in the audience. The boss humiliated her employee by belittling her in front of her colleagues.
Choke.
To prevent or obstruct the normal breathing or swallowing of someone or something.
Examples:
Choke with anger. Choke off the blood supply. The baby started to choke on a piece of apple.
Avid.
Characterized by enthusiasm and vigorous pursuit, especially of an interest or activity.
Examples:
Avid baseball fan. Have avid eyes. She was an avid reader and spent hours every day lost in a book.
Athlete.
A person who competes in one or more sports that involve physical strength, speed, or endurance.
Examples:
Become a professional athlete. High school athletes. His dream is to become an Olympic athlete.
Uniform.
Always the same, showing a single form or character in all occurrences. Noun, the special set of clothes worn by members of a particular group as a means of identification.
Examples:
At a uniform temperature. Our school uniform. This country has a nationally uniform culture.
Glory.
Great honor or success won by notable achievements.
Examples:
Greatest glory. Former glory. It is preferable to die in glory than to live in dishonor.
Grief.
A very great sadness, especially when somebody dies.
Examples:
Have grief and sorrow. A lot of grief. Each person has a unique grief experience.
Distinctly.
In a way that is clearly or noticeably different or separates from something else. In a way that is unmistakably or unequivocally defined or identifiable.
Examples:
Distinctly remember. Distinctly different. The distinctly floral scent of the perfume lingered in the air long after the wearer had left the room.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
Evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Pitch.
The property of sound that varies with variation in the frequency of vibration, the degree of a slope, especially of a roof, short presentation for selling or sharing something.
Examples:
Make a pitch for a new product. A low-pitched sound. Her voice gradually increased in pitch.
Torture.
The act of causing intense pain or suffering to someone to punish them, extract information from them, or for some other reason.
Examples:
A torture chamber. An instrument of torture. The use of torture is strictly prohibited under international law.
Bewilder.
To confuse or puzzle someone, to cause someone to become lost or disoriented in thought or perception.
Examples:
Bewilder the reader. Bewilder scientists. The complex instructions on the assignment sheet bewilder most students.
Physically.
In a way related to a person's body or appearance rather than their mind.
Examples:
Physically and mentally. Stay physically fit. Having a physically healthy physique is essential for a great life.
Craft.
An activity that requires a particular skill in making things with one's hands.
Examples:
Craft arts of Japan. Craft manufacture. His hometown was where he first acquired the craft of wood carving.
Flub.
To botch or make a mistake, especially in public or in a professional setting, often through a lack of preparation or inattention to detail.
Examples:
Flub the high note. Flub the dub. I flubbed my lines during the school play, causing the audience to chuckle.
Facet.
One of the many aspects or sides of a subject or situation, especially when seen from different angles or perspectives, a particular feature or characteristic of something.
Examples:
Facet to a question. Important facet. The different facets of his personality make him a complex individual.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
Improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Limitless.
Without end, limit, or boundary, infinite.
Examples:
For a limitless time. Limitless potential. The possibilities for scientific discovery are limitless.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Prompt.
To make someone decide to or try to do something, or to make something happen.
Examples:
Prompt a feeling of hunger. Prompt a debate. That incident prompted a nationwide chain reaction regarding the crackdown on illegal groups.
Concentration.
The ability to focus all your time and energy on one thing without thinking about anything else.
Examples:
Concentration of armaments. His research area of concentration. This exam requires excellent concentration to pass.
Autopilot.
A system that automatically controls the operation of an aircraft or spacecraft.
Examples:
autopilot function, aircraft autopilot. The airplane was on autopilot during the long flight.
Conscious:
being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
conscious effort, conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Awareness:
the fact or state of knowing something exists and is important.
Examples:
awareness of my ignorance, raise public awareness. There has been a gradual but steady rise in environmental awareness.
Mess:
a state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
have a whole mess, get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Shuffle:
to move or mix around in a casual or unorganized way, to walk with short, dragging steps.
Examples:
shuffle deck, shuffle from side to side. She shuffled the cards before dealing them to the players.
Phenomenon:
something that exists and can be perceptible, especially one that is not fully understood.
Examples:
natural phenomenon, historical phenomenon. A rainbow is a natural phenomenon.
Paralysis:
a condition in which you are unable to move or lose control of part or most of the body because of illness or injury.
Examples:
moral paralysis, paralysis in the leg. Massive demonstrations lead to total paralysis of transportation.
Analyze:
to think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
analyze a chemical compound, analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Dribble:
to allow a liquid or substance to flow slowly and steadily in small drops, to move a ball or object in a series of small bounces or taps, often while running or maneuvering around other players.
Examples:
dribble the ball, dribble from my mouth. The coffee from your cup is starting to dribble down your shirt.
Attend:
to be present at an event, to go to a place.
Examples:
attend a meeting, attend service. We must attend to this matter.
Prone:
inclined or likely to do something or to show a particular characteristic, especially something bad, lying face downward.
Examples:
accident prone, prone to diarrhea. He was prone to making rash decisions.
Screw.
To turn something, such as a bolt, with a driver or wrench to tighten or loosen it. Noun, a cylindrical rod with a helical ridge used to fasten things together.
Examples:
Screw the cap. A female screw. He had to screw the loose knob back onto the cabinet door.
Unconscious.
In the state of lacking awareness and the capacity for sensory perception, especially as the result of a head injury or illness.
Examples:
Unconscious bias. A person who is unconscious. I know his unconscious habit that he touches his face when he lies.
Choreograph.
To compose a sequence of dance steps, often to music.
Examples:
Choreograph a stage performance. Exquisitely choreographed. He had choreographed the dance in this play himself.
Urge.
To spur on or encourage someone, especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a strong desire or impulse, especially one that is difficult to control or resist.
Examples:
Urge a total ban. A sexual urge. The lobbyist urged Congress not to approve the measure.
Overactive.
Excessively active, showing an excess of activity or energy.
Examples:
Overactive imagination. Overactive thyroid. The medication caused an overactive immune system, resulting in adverse side effects.
Prefrontal.
In or about the foremost part of the frontal lobe of the brain.
Examples:
Prefrontal bone. Prefrontal region. Research shows that damage to the prefrontal cortex leads to increased aggression.
Cortex.
The outermost layer of an organ, especially the brain.
Examples:
Cortex cells. Visual cortex neuron. The cerebral cortex consists of 6 layers.
Hooked.
Being caught or caught up in something, curved down like an eagle's beak.
Examples:
Hooked hair. Hooked on drugs. My son was hooked on the internet.
Hook.
A curved device used for suspending, holding, or pulling something, especially one attached to a surface for hanging things on, a sharp curve or crook.
Examples:
A hat hook. The curved shape of a hook. Please hang your towel on a hook.
Jack.
A mechanical device used for lifting or supporting heavy objects.
Examples:
A jack of all trades. A line and jack. He used a jack to lift the car to change the tire.
Rumor.
A piece of unverified information of uncertain origin that is spread by word of mouth.
Examples:
A false rumor. Rumor mill. There was a baseless rumor that the company was going bankrupt.
Pesky.
Causing annoyance, irritation, or trouble, persistent in a vexing or troublesome manner.
Examples:
Dealing with pesky. Pesky problem. The pesky fly kept buzzing around my head.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
The gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Competition.
A situation in which someone is attempting to beat or outperform another.
Examples:
The first round of the competition. Interspecific competition. Global competition is rising in virtually every industry.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Retrieve.
To find or get something back.
Examples:
Retrieve the lost wallet. Send and retrieve email. She retrieved the book from the shelf.
Thrive.
To grow vigorously, to make steady progress.
Examples:
Thrive in a society. Thrive on pressure. Without investment, a business cannot thrive.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Self-doubt.
Lack of confidence in one's abilities or oneself.
Examples:
Overcome self-doubt. Spiral of self-doubt. I was filled with self-doubt.
Creep.
To move slowly, quietly, and carefully, usually to avoid being seen or heard.
Examples:
Creep along the leaf. Creep toward the mouse. Aging creeps up slowly with time.
Jot.
To write quickly or briefly.
Examples:
Jot off a letter. Jot down ideas. I'll jot down the address so I don't forget it.
Download.
To transfer data or files from the Internet or computer network to a user's computer or device. Noun, the process of transferring data or information from a remote or central computer to a local computer or device.
Examples:
Download files from the Internet. Download the assignment from the website. I need to download the latest update for my computer's operating system.
Accomplish.
To finish or achieve something successfully.
Examples:
Accomplish a goal. Accomplish military operations. Humankind took centuries to accomplish true democracy.
Distract.
To draw someone's attention away from what they are trying to do.
Examples:
Distract attention from the real issue. Distract public opinion. Please don't distract me while I'm studying.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Profess.
To declare openly, often publicly or formally, that one has a particular skill, belief, or feeling, to admit or affirm.
Examples:
Profess innocence. Profess law. He professes his love for her every day, showering her with gifts and affection.
Anxious.
Worried and nervous.
Examples:
Anxious about his health. An anxious look. He cast anxious glances behind her.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Educated.
Having received a high standard of education.
Examples:
educated adult, educated speech. Excellent speech is a characteristic of an educated man.
Brag.
To say something in a boastful manner, to impress others, or make oneself feel superior.
Examples:
brag to each other, brag about my knowledge. Despite his impressive achievements, he refrained from bragging about his success.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Peer.
A person who has the same age, status, or ability.
Examples:
peer group, peer review. Among young people, peer pressure can be pretty influential.
Functional.
Designed for or capable of a particular activity, purpose, or task, practical or ready for use or service.
Examples:
field of functional medicine, functional deafness. The mobile phone was still functional even after being dropped.
Magnetic.
Having the properties of attracting or repelling certain materials containing iron or steel.
Examples:
magnetic field, a magnetic tape. The magnetic force of the Earth keeps our planet spinning.
Resonance.
A deep, full, or reverberating sound or tone, a quality or feeling of a particular emotional or mental vibration or significance, a mutual or sympathetic connection or correspondence between two things.
Examples:
resonance frequency, harmonic resonance. The singer's voice filled the auditorium with beautiful resonance.
Phobia.
An extreme or irrational fear of a particular object, person, situation, or activity, a type of anxiety disorder.
Examples:
phobia treatment, social phobia. She has a phobia of spiders and always avoids them.
Correlate.
To have a connection or relationship in which one thing affects or depends on another.
Examples:
correlate closely with the quality. Correlate to the size. We may frequently correlate age with the frequency of disease.
Concrete.
Existing in a physical or material form rather than an abstract one, based on facts rather than ideas or guesses, made of or covered with cement.
Examples:
a concrete noun. Concrete examples. The president asked for a more concrete plan.
Visceral.
Relating to or affecting the internal organs, instinctive or emotional rather than rational, characterized by deep-seated emotional reactions or responses.
Examples:
Visceral organ. Visceral fear. After watching the horror movie, she had a visceral reaction and couldn't sleep all night.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Neural.
Of or relating to a nerve or the nervous system that includes the brain.
Examples:
Neural stem cells. Neural networks in AI. There was a disturbance of neural function.
Anxiety.
A feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something that is happening or might happen in the future.
Examples:
Diagnosis of anxiety disorder. Anxiety for knowledge. She waited for her daughter with anxiety.
Contagious.
Able to be passed on to others through contact or proximity, especially by infection or disease.
Examples:
Contagious enthusiasm. Contagious virus. The disease is highly contagious and spreads quickly.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Prevalent.
Existing very commonly in a particular area or in a specific time.
Examples:
Prevalent in Japan. Prevalent belief. This virus is prevalent in many tropical nations.
Mimic.
To imitate someone's speech, movement, or behavior, especially to make others laugh.
Examples:
Mimic a human voice. Mimic numerous instruments. He is very popular at school because he can mimic all the teachers' accents.
Cord.
A strong, thick, or thin thread or rope, a piece of plastic-coated wire used to transport electricity to a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Spinal cord. Electrical cord. Your spinal cord is located deep within your body.
Retailer.
A person or business that sells goods to the public, typically in small quantities.
Examples:
Retailer strategy. Retailer competition. The consumer electronics retailer offered a discount for customers who paid in cash.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
Judge a competition. An associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Assignment:
A duty or task given to someone, usually as part of their job or studies.
Examples:
Finish the assignment. Assignment of interest. My assignment was overwhelming and complicated, but it was also exciting.
Rub:
To move one's hand or an object over the surface of something with pressure.
Examples:
Rub shoulders. Rub a glass window. She rubbed the sore spot on her leg to ease the pain.
Bedtime:
The time at which a person typically goes to bed and prepares to sleep, the period just before bedtime, which may involve routines or activities that are intended to promote relaxation or sleepiness.
Examples:
Bedtime meditation. Regular bedtime. Reading bedtime stories can help children relax and fall asleep faster.
Attitude:
The way you think and feel about someone or something.
Examples:
Attitude toward mistakes. Attitude control. She had the attitude that work was fun.
Improve:
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Improvisation:
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Fast forward:
To advance or move forward in time or progress, particularly in a rapid or accelerated manner, to increase the playback speed of a recording.
Examples:
Fast forward 10 seconds. Fast forward to the good part. I like to fast forward through commercials when watching TV shows.
Freshman:
A first-year student, typically in college or high school.
Examples:
Freshman orientation. Freshman year. The freshman class was excited to start their first year of college.
Chemistry:
The branch of the natural sciences dealing with the composition of substances and their properties and reactions.
Examples:
Professor of chemistry. The chemistry of soil. He is familiar with chemistry and biology.
Sequence:
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons. The DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Midterm.
Referring to the middle of a term or period, especially in politics or education.
Examples:
Midterm election. Leave school in the midterm. The midterm exams determined how much students had learned so far.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples:
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law.
Convinced.
Completely certain about something, having a strong belief or conviction in a particular religion.
Examples:
Convinced of the idea. Convinced criminal. The public is convinced that the Prime Minister has committed fraud.
Session.
A formal meeting or series of meetings for the execution of a particular group's functions, a period spent doing a particular activity.
Examples:
The morning session. The court session. Parliament is now in session.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Overcome.
To succeed in controlling or dealing with something, such as a problem or difficulty, to defeat or overwhelm someone.
Examples:
Overcome opponents. Overcome all difficulties. He tried to overcome a bad reputation and win the election.
Boardroom.
A room where the board of directors of a company or organization meets.
Examples:
Boardroom meeting. Boardroom decision. The corporate boardroom was filled with tense silence as the CEO presented the new plan.